right, so I just want to go over your homework. Graphing piecewise defined functions. So you had 4 problems to do. So let's just work through those. So let's start with number 1. So I'm going to start with my x values. So I have -8 and 2. So I'm going to plug in -8. -8 plus 5 is -3. And I'll plug in 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. So I'll graph those points at -8. It's closed. And then at 2, it's open. So 2, 7 is going to be open. Then I'll check my graph here, my equation. So this equation is going to make a linear graph. It follows that y equals mx plus b. So that's the one where you just connect the dots. Connect your endpoints. Okay, that one's done. Now let's go to -2x. So I'll plug in 2 there. -2 times 2 is -4. That's going to be closed. So 2, -4. -2x, that's also a linear line. The slope is -2 over 1. So down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. And x is greater than 2, so it's going to be this side of the graph because you want to get bigger. X is bigger than 2, greater than 2. And then that would be your line there. Domain would be the values left to right, so -8 to positive infinity. And then range would be -infinity to -4. And this is the one where it breaks, so there's a spot missing there. So we're going to union or and from -3 to 7. All right, next one. All right, I'm going to plug in a -4. So 3/4 times -4 plus 3 there. Those cancel out, so that'd be -3 plus 3 is 0. -4, 0, and it's open. This is a linear function, so it's going to be a line, and it's going to be less than -4, so this way, the graph is going to be this side of the graph. The slope is up 3 over 4, but I want this side, so I'm going to reverse it and go down and left. One, two, 3. Oh, okay. So it's going to go like that. All right, next one. So this is an absolute value, so it's going to be a V shape. But let's plug in our -4. So -4 absolute value, anything absolute value is positive, so that would be 4, and then you make it negative. So -4 plus 6 is 2. -4, 2. Closed. And then plug in 4. So 4, absolute value of 4 is 4. Make it negative. -4 plus 2 is 2. Oh, -4 plus 6 is 2. So 4 up 2. That's an open. Okay, now think back to last section. This is a transformation. This plus 6 is outside, so that means it's going to go up 6. So here is the point of your V. And then it's negative, so that means it's a reflection, it's opening downward. Absolute value makes that V. Next one, so plug in 4, nothing to plug in, so it's just 4, -3, and it's closed. That's a horizontal line, and you want X to be bigger than 4, greater than 4, so it's gonna go this way. Ta-da. All right, domain, -infinity to +infinity. Range, -infinity to, oh, it's one of those broken up ones. So -infinity to 0 there, 0. And then it's going to be 2 to 6. Two to 6. Okay. Oh, you also had to do increasing, decreasing. So increasing, let's go back to this one. Increasing would just be from -8 to 2. Decreasing would be from 2 to infinity. Increasing would be -infinity to 4, and then 4 to 0. Decreasing, 0 to 4, and then constant, 4 to infinity. Okay. Remember, increasing, decreasing, constant, always use parentheses. All right, let's try this one. So we're going to plug in -6. So do this one to the side. 3/2 times -6 plus 5. So that's gonna cancel, reduce that to a 3. So -3 times -3 is -9. Plus 5 is -4. And -6, -4, closed. Plug in a 0. So that'd just be 5, 0, 5. And that is open. That's a linear. Connect. All right, next one, also a linear. So that's gonna be 0, 0, and then plug in 2, that'd be 2, -2. 0, 0, 2, -2. Linear. Done. All right, next one. I'm just plugging in a 2. So I'm going to do absolute value first. 2 minus 7 is -5. Absolute value of -5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Minus 2 is 8. Closed. All right, that's the only endpoint we have. We know that X is greater than 2, so it's gonna be everything on this side, this part of the graph. I also know that it's an absolute value. It's gonna make the V shape. And then I know it's going to move to the right, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And down 2. So that's the point of the V. And also it's a stretch of 2. 2 over 1 up 2 over 1. And it continues on. Okay. Domain would be from -6 to +infinity. Range would be -4. There's no disconnect, and this keeps going, going. So that's going to be to infinity. Increasing would be -6 to 0, and 7 to infinity. Decreasing would be 0 to 2 and 2 to 7. Last one. Okay, plug in -2. So that's -6 plus 10 is 4. -2 up 4. It's a linear. Slope is 3 and it's going to be less than 2. So it's going to be everything on this side here. And it's positive slope up 3 over 1, but I want this side of it. So I'm going to go down 3, left 1. All right. Okay, next one. -2, 4. Then plug in 2. Nothing, so 4. So -2, 4. Oh, it's closed. So that becomes closed. And then 2, 4 is open. And it's just a horizontal line. Remember, when you have a number, it's just a horizontal line. All right, last one. Plug in 2. -6 plus 10 is 4. All right, so 2, 4, closed. So this has to be closed. It's a linear. It's going to be a straight line, and it's greater than 2. So it's everything on this side over here. Slope is negative, so the line's going to go this way. So down 3 over 1. And draw your line. I got that slope from the number in front of x. Remember, it's mx plus b. M is the slope. All right, domain, -infinity to infinity. Range, -infinity to 4. Increasing, -infinity to 2. Decreasing, 2 to positive infinity. Remember, we're talking about x values, so x is positive over here. And then the constant would be from -2 to 2, -2 to 2. Remember, always use parentheses for increasing, decreasing. All right, I hope that was helpful.